Robert Heffernan with EndoTech. I am a master endotechnician firmly in the matrix. This is Blockchain Vitals. It's our daily trading and cryptocurrency and blockchain assets show. Excuse me for my diversion here. Got to pull up some more things. But the crypto rally continues today. And we're going to get to the vital section and pay particular close attention to XRP out of the gate, but I'll talk about a bunch of them. But first, I want to do the rounds. Doing the rounds, we do it every day. It's my chance to talk cryptocurrencies, things in the news, what I'm seeing, and there's this tweet, and I'm going to bring it up in a second. And bear with me here. Please bear with me as I investigate how my mind works and how I put things together sometimes. Anyway, and here's a question for you. What caused the Great Depression? It was a worldwide depression for sure. Anyone? Bueller? What caused the Great Depression? Well, I'm going to tell you what caused it. All right, it was the invention of the automobile. That's pretty much what did it. Now, it took a while to unfold. And let me explain how I have read some of the history around this. 1885, the invention of the automobile. Carl Benz, I believe he partnered up with this guy named Mercedes and did quite a bit of automobile. So he invents the automobile 1885. Ford's assembly line obviously helps the whole idea along as far as adoption. We talk about adoption a lot, use case and adoption. And then it catches on. Wow, people are like all into this automobile thing. Well, here's Paul Harvey used to say, the rest of the story. Well, what happens? Did you ever watch or look at old photos of New York or Chicago or Philly in the early 1900s? How many horses are in the scene? Any scenescape that you see, they're all over the place. They're pulling carriages. They're pulling water trucks. They're delivering bread. Everything. Everybody's got a horse. There's horses everywhere. Well, what do horses eat? They eat hay. Right. So as you have cars and trucks and things replace horses, you don't need as much hay. Around this time, all these farmers start shifting all of this hay production to grains. What happens when you increase supply of something? Price goes down. Massive increase of grain acreage, meaning grain prices collapse. And then farmers go broke. Cascading effect of rural bank failures. I mean, you always hear about the bank failures that caused the Depression, and you assume that it was because of the speculation. That's what you've been told. Over speculation, and all these banks failed, and it caused the Great Depression. No, all the rural banks failed, and it was a cascading effect of the bank failures because of this guy, Carl Benz, inventing the automobile in 1885. Fast forward to 1929, and all shit breaks loose. Everybody loses money because that's how things work. Things evolve. Things don't happen overnight. Now, why do I bring all of this up? All right, I'll tell you why. Because I saw this tweet, again, with the wrong tweet in me. Wrong tweet. Where is it? There it is. Tim May. Condolences to the May family. Tim May, the man who spearheaded crypto anarchy, has passed away. And there's a great blog called Hit and Run, and it's at reason.com. I highly recommend that you go there and read it to give you a little bit of history about cryptography and about how long this technology has been evolving and working quite like the automobile. Right, 1976, the first real big cryptography paper. And then my friend Tim May here, he's not my friend. I feel like he's my friend because he did such an incredible job in his journey on advancing cryptography. 1988, how about that? 1988, he writes the Crypto Anarchist's Manifesto. And a lot of these things were about privacy. A lot of the early cryptographies were about privacy, but they fully envisioned a cryptographic, a blockchain world, but they needed a currency for it all to run, and therein lied the problem, right? He starts in 1992 an online mailing list called Cypherpunks. 1992, where like-minded individuals get together and talk about this cryptography and how it could change the world. And Julian Assange, part of that mailing list. Incredible. I mean, this is just a Twitter chat now. Back then, it was an online mailing list to actually talk about your ideas. And it wasn't until 2008 that Satoshi solves the double spend problem on the currency side of cryptography that allows everything else that's going to unfold here. So I thought it was incredible to see some of the history, read about some of the history, because I didn't know about it. And again, to give you that timeline effect, it wasn't 2008. It's been decades now that people have been working on this, and Satoshi and Bitcoin solving the double spend problem has just allowed for a continued explosion of blockchain assets, digital assets that will continue long into the future, my friends, long into the future. And even back then, they were looking for something that can be revolutionary in decentralizing power structures, making things more equitable, more transparent. And the libertarian motto of my stuff is mine and you have no business knowing what I have, knowing what I say, who I say it to. It seems to me in the past 20 years, we've punted on that because people have said here, this is free and easy to use, when in actuality, if it's free and easy, you're the product. All right? Anyway, let's take the vitals and talk about the price discovery that's going on, because the rebound continues. And let's do that. Let's take the vitals. Taking the vitals, we do it every day. And it's my chance to talk about the price discovery. And I'm going to start with XRP. And I'll cover XRP every day this week. XRP now trading 36.34 at Bitfinex. 36.34. So again, when you get explosive action, sometimes you outperform on the momentum modeling. You outperform that daily. And as you can see, 35.6 or 35.90 is the upmo collar in XRP. Right now, trading above that. So completely outperforming the model. And that's why the blockchain vital sheet has 3 models on it. That first model is a pivot model. And especially when things start outperforming on the momentum modeling, if you are day trading these things, this pivot model is fantastic because it reacts faster than the momentum modeling does, giving you solid targets for profit taking especially. So 36.30 last now in XRP. So that 37.12 level on a day trade basis, or the 38.84 level, both great places for profit taking in XRP. And on strength here now, we are through 34.27, which was the lower momentum on the weekly, 34.27. And I said yesterday, I think we should be targeting this 42.12 level, the center line, on that same momentum modeling, but in the weekly fractal. Value range 33.70 to 34.77, currently trading above there, so things looking healthy in XRP. And again, I think they stretch and go have an argument at 42.12, the up or the center line on the weekly fractal. All right, listen, I'm going to cover the rest of the sheet. In order to do that, you need to be an EndoTech subscriber or a Pareto token holder. So please subscribe. And I'm going to say see you later, YouTube, and continue with the rest of the show at endotech.io.